Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nicole. I look a little bit different as I am a blonde now. What is that? I never thought that I would become blonde in my life. I did it one time and didn't do it right. So here we are today, but I am absolutely in love with this color. I feel like I have transformed into this whole new person. And funny that I say this because this is the whole point of this video. And speaking of this type of video, I have never done a video like this in my life. I've always wanted to do a video like this. Wasn't the right time until now, where I finally am at the end-ish of my journey. To be honest, the journey never really ends, but I am at a place now where I can finally decide I want to talk about this subject. So the title of this video is called How to Become Unrecognizable. I think I have a little bit of experience behind this subject. I want to talk about my life a little bit from childhood to now. I have gone through so many phases of my life, matured more than others. I will talk a little bit more about my life throughout the video, but this specific journey has taken me 3 years to go through. And I want to include some pictures of how I used to look like versus now, how my style used to be, how I did my makeup, my body language, my energy, the way I talk to people. Obviously, it is a big difference. All of the contents in this video shaped me into the person I am today. This is my personal journey, and everything that I include in this video is everything that I have used in my personal life. And quite honestly, you wouldn't be able to recognize this version of me in my entire lifetime. And that's the point. You completely change everything, from the way you live, from the way you talk, to the way you breathe, literally everything. Sit tight, let's get into the contents of this video because it is an interesting one. I want to talk about why this is actually important for your life. Now we're talking about unrecognizable. And in order to be unrecognizable, you have to include change in your life. And I want to tell you, change is good. Change is very good. In fact, every day, millions of people are changing all around the world. Some people stay the same, but is that really staying the same, or is that changing into the person you didn't want to become? Change is very consistent. In fact, it's human nature. And change isn't just about looks. It's about your energy, your self-respect, your presence, how you live in this world. It's just beyond what you look like. So I want to ask you, before we jump into this video, will you choose to change for good or stay the same, or ultimately change slowly into the person you didn't want to become at all? Now that we have gone over why change is so important for your life, let's jump into the first chapter of this video. Now, the reason why this phase is called the invisible phase, I think it's pretty clear. It's all about being invisible and ways that you can stay true to yourself without being so out and open into the world while you go through your journey. Internal shifting and sacrifices you make in order for this change. Cutting off distractions, people, habits, environments. If it's all negative and it's all bad for you, cut it off. Now, I'm talking about if it's not fulfilling your life, stop texting back. Delete your social media. If you don't want to delete your social media, at least limit your use on social media. Say no to things that give you temporary comfort. We are so quick to say yes, 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 because we don't want to say no. It's uncomfortable to say no. But you have to choose to say no if it's not fulfilling your life. Lose your comfort zone. You have to step out of it and you have to make choices for yourself. Sometimes when you step out of your comfort zone, it is so easy to lose friends. Fake people will stay with you if they know you are fake. But if you are real, they will leave. You have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with being misunderstood and being lonely. You have to be okay with people who walk out of your life, grieve them quietly, and then move on. You cannot be so caught up in the drama. If people choose to leave and walk away out of your life, let them. Do not start chasing after people when they leave, because they are leaving for a reason. And you might not know it then, but you will eventually realize why they left and how good it is in your life that they left. Not only do you need to be okay with cutting off distractions, but you need to build new routines for your life and break your self-sabotaging cycles. Basically, just grieving the person that you used to be, someone who settled, people pleased, and self-sabotage, moving on to a new rebirth of your life where you are no longer people pleasing, you are no longer self-sabotaging, you are no longer settling. And in order to do all these things, you have to have discipline over motivation, both equally as important. Without discipline, nothing will get done in your life. Motivation is so important for you to want to discipline yourself, but without the actual discipline, nothing will happen. Moving on to the next chapter, now that we've talked about all the internal work that it takes, now we're going to talk about the outside, your physical glow up and lifestyle elevation. The glow up starts within yourself, but one day it will eventually reflect on the outside. Now let's talk about this physical glow up and what it actually means, starting with your body, okay? Your physical glow up, not to fit in, not to be like everybody else. Although you are glowing up, you are not trying to be like everybody else. You are trying to be yourself. You are a unique creation. God has built you to be just yourself, and that is perfectly okay. The reason why you physically glow up is to love yourself. Make it known to others that you are in love with yourself. Don't try to change by seeking other people's approval. Change because you want to go through the process, because you are so in love with yourself that you are willing to do what it takes to be the best version of yourself possible. Physical health, working out, walking more, fixing your posture. Those things are so important. Grooming your skin, putting lotion on, nails, doing your nails, your hair. And this is why I brought up my hair in the beginning of the video. Your scent. Create a personal scent for you that nobody else has. Your personal style. What you decide to wear. Creating a personal aesthetic. Revamping your entire closet, which I'm in the middle of doing. It is absolutely chaotic, but I am revamping my entire style. Ditch the comfortable wear if they do not reflect your energy. Instead, wear clothing that inspires you to grow every single day. The globe is not just about pretty skin and a cute outfit, but it is how you carry yourself, your pain, and your power. Not only are we physically glowing up, but we are glowing up our surroundings. A clean environment equals a clean mind. A clean space, organized home, upgrading furniture, mood lighting, all of these things are so important. Take pride in the place you surround yourself in the most. Do what you can in your living situation. If your living situation is out of your capabilities, just do what you can. Don't let your living situation stop you from your personal growth. This honestly just means that your journey has challenges along the way that makes your story a little more interesting. When I was growing up, I lived in a chaotic home. As a kid, my home wasn't as cleanly as I wanted it to be. I couldn't really control my living situation, but I tried to not make it who I am. I didn't want it to change who I was, my personality, and now that I'm out of that situation, I am finally able to be myself in my living space. So our next chapter, rebuilding the persona. So we talked about all the inner work that you have to do. We also talked about the physical work that you have to do. Now we're talking about the energetic work you have to do. How you carry yourself, not only by yourself, but in front of others. You're gonna refine your voice, the way you speak, the way you talk, and the way you show up. Speaking with certainty and confidence. Walking with purpose, making eye contact, taking up space, showing people that you are confident in the room. No longer seeking approval from others. You're becoming intentional with your presence, your boundaries, your silence, your mystery, who you are as a person. When you meet people you've never talked to before, how do you want them to perceive you? Give people boundaries. You don't owe anybody anything. Stillness becomes power, no longer reacting to chaos and drama. You're just simply observing from the background. Your words or silence becomes louder than the reactions you used to give. Now you're being silent. Now you're not fitting into the drama. Now you're not creating chaos. Now you become different when other people are blowing up their lives. You're not blowing up yours. Now, a couple things that can help you with this is journaling, mindset shifts, reading, therapy, maybe yoga if you're interested in that. Journaling especially, I love when I can just write about something new every single day, just to lay my emotions out before I take on to the day. Because if I don't lay my emotions out before I start my day, I may be giving out my emotions to people who don't necessarily need it. Reading self-help books will help you every single day to deepen your knowledge. It is your job to go to the bookstore, to read through all of these books, and to pick one that will best help you in your current situation. Seeking professional therapists or counselors can help you during your journey. You have to open up and involve them. It'll also help you speed your process, because involving a therapist or a counselor can help you in tremendous ways. They can show you what you don't see. They can tell you what you need to know that you don't even know. So that's why involving professionals in your life to help you actually helps. The moment that it hits, people will start treating you differently. People won't recognize you anymore once you stop feeding them the things that they want to hear. They're gonna turn and look at you and be like, who is that girl? I knew her from high school when she was shy and quiet. Old and new connections will treat you with respect. Some people will get intimidated by your energy. Some will be thriving off of it. You know that they will thrive off of your energy if they want to be around you, if they want to be your friend. Some get intimidated, some want to come back, some get inspired. It's all about the way that people treat you after your journey. They'll call you fake, change, distant. That's how you know that this personal journey in your life is working, when people that you used to know either don't want to be around you or want to start being around you. Or when you make new friends, they want to be around you. Some people might not even know what they want to do, whether they want to be your friend, whether they want to be around you. They may be a little confused. At the end of the day, it's up to your discernment whether or not you want to keep them in your life or you just want them to be here at a distance. They can be in your life, but you have boundaries set. You don't feel like the old you anymore. You're completely transformed of your past. That's how you know it's worked. You don't feel like the old you where things are holding you down. The things that were holding you down in the past are no longer holding you down anymore. You're no longer fitting into the spaces that once defined you. You're now fitting into spaces that welcomes you in. Becoming unrecognizable isn't a side effect. It's the reward of the mental, physical, and emotional trials you set yourself up for. Becoming unrecognizable isn't a trend. It's a lifestyle. It isn't a journey for you to take for other people. It's for yourself and your future. Don't do it for your family, your boyfriend, your husband, kids, friends, whatever, whoever is important in your life. Although, let them be an example to your motivation of why you want to start this journey. Don't let them be the reason, because if you start putting other people as a reason to your own success, you will never go through this journey to the fullest potential. It has to be done for yourself. There has to be a moment where you realize, I need this so badly. I'm gonna start right now. What would your most powerful version of yourself look like, act like, feel like? And this is why I encourage you to start your journey now. Just start it. Even if it's messy, even if it doesn't feel like it's the right time, just start. My whole life, I've been starting this journey and I never really realized it until 2 years ago, where I actually put 100% of myself into it. But I've been going through this journey my whole life. I've made thousands and countless of mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to go through this journey and make 1,000,001 mistakes before you make the right one. Every journey is going to look different. Every journey is going to be unique to yourself. So why are you waiting? Why are you waiting around? Who are you waiting for? If this has been on your mind to start this unrecognizable journey that you want to do for your life, do it. Because let me tell you, it is such a fulfilling journey. I've never felt better in my life. So we have come to the very end of the video. Like this video if it has motivated you in any way, shape, or form. Comment where you are in your journey. Have you started? Are you in the middle of it? Are you going through something right now you don't know what to go through? Go ahead and comment your experiences, and I'll do my best to respond and give you feedback, give you advice, try to communicate with you so you don't feel alone. And don't forget to subscribe if you're ready to change your life for real, because let me tell you, I'm going to be putting out so many videos of going into detail on the specific stuff that I talked about today. I want to be able to be a person that will truly help you in your journey wherever you are in life. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned. Love you guys, and take care.